Hey, how's everyone doing? How's everyone's Friday? Happy end of the week. Friday's here, we've got some racing to do. And we've got some so-called boxing on later, that should be fun. So we're just jumping in, just rushing around like normal. Just jumped in, we're just trying to time it with the start of this MX5 race. They start like on the hour, every half hour now. There's been another update, I'm not 100% on what's there because I've only just sort of settled in. So we'll have a little look. There's no extra patch notes out at the moment. Even the ones I've got and the other ones aren't out at the moment. Shh, don't tell anyone. How you doing, Carrie? How you doing, mate? I'm good, I'm good. Glad it's Friday. Although I am working Sunday, so I'm only going to get one day off in between. Just got to wrap a couple of jobs up before we break up. Oh, my steering wheel's not on. Hang on a minute. There we go. How is everyone else though? How's everyone's Friday doing? What have you been up to? Anyone been doing any racing? Anyone picked up any wins? The suspension is still jittering around at the moment, so, oh, there you go. No, it's still jittering around. Sometimes when it's loaded, well, when it's loading in, you can't really play with the suspension too much. You have to redo it anyway. So I'll just do the other settings. Why is it jittering around? And I know we're already in qualifying, aren't we? Very strange. It's weird that the toe and camera is normally jumping around when it's loading in, not like that. Hey, Jose. No, I don't have a guide for the setup. I do go through the setups though, and I will do a guide for the setups when I get them home. I'll try and get one done over the holidays when I'm off. Generally, if this wasn't jumping around, I try and reduce my toe a little bit, but it's hard to see why it's doing that. Maybe it's the update, but we drop the front suspension and raise the rear because that seems to give you a good speed advantage. We put the caster offset up because that'll increase the camber as you turn into a bend, and you'll be able to run a reduced camber in a straight line. Let me just adjust this rear. But I do a setup at the beginning of each wall. What's happening here? Look. Hang on, hang on. What is going on? Look. No one's going out. I haven't seen anyone leave. Have you seen anyone leave? Yeah, I'm glad that Friday feeling's here, Carrie, too, mate. See if we can get out. Nope. So other than that, on the vehicle setup, Joe, so all I do on every car without doing any suspension or anything else, for the steering wheel, I do this on a controller as well, to be fair, although I haven't tried a controller after the recent update. I increase the steering rate. After the update I go to 1.7, before I was at 1.5, but it feels like they dialed it back a little bit. Excuse me. Steering stiffness we put all the way up. Damping all the way down, that'll help you catch all your slides rather than rely on the computer to add a bit of input. Strength, I'm on a Logitech G920, so we ramp it up a little bit. It's going to depend on where you are. Alignment boost we take down, again less assistance, more us. Load boost just increase a smidge. Friction just increase a smidge, and then these frequencies are generally about like car impacts, curb impacts and things like that, so you feel a little bit more, so we just turn them up. Suspension still jumping around, don't think we're going to get out. We'll see if it changes for the I don't think anyone's got out, have they? Yeah, look, people are out setting lap times, silly fast ones. It's weird because they've got lap times, but I haven't seen anyone leave. Yeah, sound, jump on, carry. We'll have a couple of races. So either that or leave and try something else. Ready to go, but can't get out. Oh, it's going to break my fingers. Give me my steering wheel back. Oh. You can see what's happening here. Get. No. It's getting worse. Oh. Did you hear that? The steering was wrestling me then. Well, I'm just going to reset the game, I think. Reset the game, give it another start. Have to see what's running. We're going to be on a little bit longer tonight anyway, so we've got time. So there was a new update when I turned it on just before I came on, which is why I was a little bit later. I wasn't expecting there to be another one straight away. And I'm not in the inner circle, so I don't know what's going on. I have to dig around. GTOs in 5s, MX5s in 20, 992s in 20. Let's see what the AI is like. Or should we just start with a quick warm-up? Start with a quick warm-up while we wait. Oh, it's not going to work. Would be the way, wouldn't it? Right, let's look at this then quickly. Sort that in a second. Right, see if we can do a vehicle setup in here. Still glitching slightly. Right, so we're going to ramp up the steering angle, or steering rate should I say, take away the damping, up the stiffness, up the strength, down the alignment boost, up the load boost, up the friction, up the frequency slightly, get a bit of downforce. So on this car we are going to increase the cam because it's low. Leave that there for now. Up the braking a smidge. Up the pressure. We've got no ABS, but brakes on this are quite good.
Hammer down now.
Get some heat into those rears. Bit too much. Do like the sound of this car, do like the feel of this car. It gets a bit wavy when you take your eye off the ball for a second. I get a bit of tarmac.
Start of your timed lap. Make it count.
See what we can do for a lap then. Oh, I get through the dip, it chucks you right out wide. Well, it gets wavy over these bumps. Look. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Really got to get that apex sweet, otherwise it just throws you so wide. Get those rears going. We're behind anyway. Good car though. Good car to start the day in. What we got? I prefer PMR Josie, to be honest. I enjoyed Rensport when it came out, and I have got to revisit Rensport over the next week because I do want to do a little catch up on it because they've had updates of their own. It's just with limited time at the moment. I get a couple of hours in the evening. I've been finding myself wanting to jump in on this, to be honest. I do enjoy it, although we couldn't get into a race just then. That's very strange. Started seeing black screens and clouds. Still got 10 minutes for that. Just going on the custom lobbies. 992 trophies. Go on then. Round Derby. Go on then. Donington. Should we go for 992 Porsches round Donington? Anyone jumping in? Timo, you on? Anyone on? It worked. Going to be a busy lobby. We had a race in yesterday's stream on this. Same track, same cars. We didn't end up getting the qualifying. We ended up getting bumped off at the beginning. Then we went from the back all the way to first, and then threw it away about 4 turns from the finish. They've changed class. I thought it said 992s. Oh, they've changed the race, haven't they? I suppose. No, that's locked, that one. Oh. Didn't even know what to join then. Just for a look, come on. Yeah, I'll jump on Rensport with you, mate. Yeah, she's a screamer, that car, isn't she, to carry? She's a beast. Do you see the beast? Do you see the beast? I don't fancy Sao Paulo. I like Sao Paulo. We've done a lot around in Lagos. We've done a lot. refresh. GTs round Derby. I don't think we've even tried the GTs, have we? Actually. Ooh. What should we go for? Lister Storm? Or the Murcielago? How you doing, Janet? Thanks very much. I appreciate it. Appreciate it a lot. Thank you. How are you doing? We've got NGTs around Nord. Oh no, you're in here now. Look, you've jumped in here. You've jumped in here, Scally. You scallywag. You know, I went past a showroom the other day in Wandsworth. I got some pictures. I was working down in Wandsworth. I went past a showroom that I hadn't seen before. I hadn't been down that area for a while. But yeah, in the showroom they had everything from a Ferrari 250 GT to a Maserati MC12 GT1 car to a McLaren F1 GT1 car, all in there for sale. I've forgotten the name of it now. But the cars they had in there, my God. Yeah, I've enjoyed the controller. I want to try out the controller. I'll try out the controller again tonight because they have fiddled around with the settings. I did say to someone earlier I'd have a quick go on the controller. I enjoy controller as well. To be fair, I haven't enjoyed my wheel for so much for so long. Not since probably playing ACC and that, which most of the time I've been on Forza up until recently. Then we went on Rensport. Then we jumped on PMR for the release. Is this guy going, or is it one of those? Has he fallen asleep with his cheesy what's in his hand? Yeah, so I do want to have a little play around with the sliders on the controller because yeah, some of the dead zones will definitely need moving. Have you got rid of the latency and the like turning back? You know, like when you do a long turn, it feels like you have to allow it for time to centre. Where it's got the steering controls trying to mimic the rotation of the steering wheel, it gives you a slower input than you can actually do with the controller. I just think it slows it down too much because you can be a lot faster than it thinks you can be with the steering wheel sometimes. I don't know why they don't see that, but that's what it feels like. Mate, he's not even in the right car here, Scally. He's in a 911 964, so I don't think this is a... I think that's a no-go. MX5 trophy round Nordschleife. You wanted that one, didn't you? 2 laps. You want that one, Scally? Yeah, I've jumped into the Nordschleife. There you are, you win. You win anyway. Yeah, I haven't done it since yesterday's update, so I do want to give it a go. I can give it a go in a second. I've got both plugged in, the wheel and the controller. Because the controller likes to turn off and then quickly I lose the sound, but then for an instant I lose the control of the steering wheel. It's like you've hit an input on the pad, and then when I turn it back on it does the same. It can be very annoying mid-corner, but most of the time we catch it. Is anyone looking forward to the boxing later? So I think it's going to be like, yeah, so I think the fights, it's got the start time down as 1:30, so I think that's probably going to be the first fights. Probably like to be about 7 o'clock round Miami time, I think that'll be. Something like that. So by the time they come out, you've got to think it's going to be 10:30 Miami time, so you're probably looking at, 4:30? Something like that, I'd have thought. So I'll probably stream tonight. I'll be on later. I'll be on for a bit, and then I'll probably go off, have a break. If anyone fancies it, I might do a little jump on, have a little chat while we watch the fight. If anyone fancies it, let me know. Race, right, set up. Steering rate up, stiffness up, damping down, strength up. Alignment boost down, load boost up. I'm only on a 920. Friction up, frequencies up. Like to be hitting an F sharp at least. Right down. This is probably going to be terrible to drive. Let's not go full crazy, eh? Oh, I just got in there.
Need a good start. Remember to keep the nose clean into turn 1.
Didn't get the brakes done, did we? Trying to do my brakes. I can't do pressure in here. Brilliant. What happened to you, Scally? I'll have to look at the chat in a second. I'm on a straight. Let me know. Little lift just to get some grip on the front. Back on the gas. Ho ho. Looks like you've done the same as me. Ho ho. Well, we're smoking them. I'm sure Scally would have given me a race. Keeping it pinned through there, not through here though. Oh, bit of side wheelie action. Wrestle the wheel back straight. Well, the tune feels right. The only thing we didn't do was get our brake pressure up, which we definitely would have done. You try the Mazda MX-5 on 120 brake pressure and then try it on 100 again. You'll see the difference. Feels so odd round there in this. It just feels, I don't know, tighter than it should be. Forget how short the gears are when you go down. Oh, use all the road. Rev limiter. Whoa, that's going to cost us. I just let the wheel do what it wanted to do then until the right moment. I was already a passenger. Oh, scrap it down the gear. Right, see if we can get a lap in then. Looking for under 8 minutes and an MX-5. Picked your phone up for a minute, it didn't enter the race. Is that what you did, Carrie? I'm trying to read it quickly, there was. No radar popping up. Don't do that. Oh, there we go. Seconds up. I'm pulling. Right, flat out at the top of the hill. It's only an MX-5 after all. Oh, we're going to get it flat out, yep. Alright, see if we can do this without lifting. Fast entrance. There you go. Oh, we've binned it. Oh, we've binned it. I'll leave that one. It's going for a good lap then. I would have had that, but I was only going for the lap. The wind was already there. It wasn't really massively entertaining. I prefer if I'd had... Racing you round there was quite tough the other day. How you doing, Platinum Fox? How you doing, mate? How we doing? How's your Friday, mate? Right, now, are we going to be blessed with a ranked lobby to choose that starts soon? We've got GTEs at Spa. Is it going to have aliens in there? That's the problem. The main problem being there's a little bit of time between races. We'll try Spa on the GTE. It's only got 4 minutes. Yeah, I was going to win that, but like, you know, it would have been an easy win. It'd have made better entertainment if I got the. Oh, was you in that race? SIR Silver. Was that your race? Was it? Mm. MX5 felt spit my gum shield out. MX5 felt quite good round there. Yeah, nice. Holidays have started. Yeah, I've got to do Sunday, Monday, and then I'm off. It's actually my birthday on Wednesday. Best Christmas present my mum ever had. Yeah, load in, mate. You've got 3 minutes. Quite like the Corvette. Haven't tried the new Corvette yet. Quite like the old Corvette. Yeah, little one's really good. Little one's really good. He's moving around lots. What we're on 7 weeks now, and yeah, he's making more noises, doing more moving, kicking his little legs, kicking his little arms. Yeah, he's a lovely little thing. And other than that, he's eating and sleeping, eating and sleeping, eating and sleeping. Let's go with the old Corvette. I was racing here the other day in the in the 4GT, and I couldn't get the 4GT to go around a corner. No matter how much I chucked it, it just did not want a corner. I was on here yesterday, had a quick go. I was getting overtaken by a 4GT like it's in a different class. Yeah, it does fly. It goes well quick. It just gets quicker and quicker time, doesn't it? Every year that little bit quicker. And then your driving every year gets a little bit slower. We've got 40 registered players. I still find it a tough crowd racing here. Like, there's a lot of people that do not want to share a track. Like, when you come up behind them, they'd rather just go into a awkward defensive line round a corner than, you know, maintain any sort of racing line to the inside or to the outside, which is strange behaviour. If someone caught me up 2 or 3 seconds in a lap, I'd probably be more inclined to let them pass, because it's going to be bloody hard work keeping them behind and trying to follow them. Don't get me wrong, at that rate they're probably going to pull away from you quick, but even more reason to let them pass. So we're going to jump in, do a GT3 race. Definitely smoothed out since the patch update. Don't really know what today's update was about. Maybe it was fixes for some of the complaints, because I know some people had problems with their wheels afterwards. On PlayStation, I know that was relevant. I'm not sure on here. We'll go racing. Got 8 laps round Spa, 10 minutes qualifying. Let's see what we can do. So it's ranked race in the GTEs. Yeah, like people just want to cut the inside, and then, you know, you see them, they get into the braking zone, they pull into the middle of the track, cut in really early, compromise their line, end up flying across the track. It's just daft behaviour, really. So let's split the lobby into 2 then. From 40 we got 22. So first things first, let's up the steering rate, up the stiffness, down the damping, up the strength, get rid of some alignment boost, up the load, up the friction, up the frequencies. Have one little bit of error on the back. Reduce a bit of camber down to 3, save the tyres. I will overdrive them. Well, we'll throw more rotation than we need at it first and see how it takes it, I suppose. Up the preload, this will give you the fastest sort of acceleration. So clutches, the more clutches you have, the more easier it'll be to drive out the corner, like a little traction control, kind of like diff setting in a sense, right? It'll make it easier. The less clutches you have will make it more responsive out of a bend and more chance of losing it. A higher power curve will give you more power quicker. Not necessarily more top end power, but a more aggressive throttle map. Right, let's see what we can do. Oh, turn the controller on, get some better sound.
Clear of pit lane.
Bit of clear room. It's going to be a tough lobby. Definitely feels so much smoother, but it almost feels like you don't get as much, I don't know, road and curb feel. Excuse me. Ooh.
This is your quali lap. Make it count. 5 minutes remaining in the session.
Oh, 214s. Oh, Xbox One Kenobi, eh? He's on a PC. That's some lap time. Played him on Forza. Not seen one here before. Or yet. We didn't change tyre compound either, did we? I forget to do that in these classes. Lap time we're going to come in with. Haven't really done this a great deal, to be fair. Oh, do we get track limits there? Yeah. Right, traction control off then. Track limits. Definitely think you can get better acceleration with it off, which is a given, but it seems to be quite a lot, even in moments where you don't think you're using it.
One minute remaining in the session.
That was close. Right. Need to improve that lap time. And get one on the board. Otherwise we're racing from the back. Oh, race, track limits, track limits, track
Second
limits.
flag this lap. Wrap it up.
Track limits all over the shop. Oh, there it goes. Hey. Right, well, we're starting from the back. Which car did you choose? You're not in the Ford GT, because that's what I found with the Ford GT. As soon as I tried to corner it, just never wanted to get into a corner. That's disqualified you. Right, so softs would have been worth a better time. We'll take that. I don't know what the time deficit will be.
We're at the back, mate. Didn't set a time.
Right, we're at the back. We're at the back. We're in 16th. No one up there on an Xbox. Got to test the parity between this game on different platforms because, well, we all know PC ones can be running software, but on a lot of games I've played, PlayStation can do quicker times. Iron Man TT, the PlayStation's quicker. Right, here we are, in a lonely 16th. So a little trick for your start, when the start comes and it says the lights come on, you'll see the laps in the top left corner, 0 out of 8, that'll change to a 10-second countdown. When it gets to 0, go. Because regardless of when the lights come on, because the lights look like they're on different timings all the time, but you can just go in the top corner when it goes to 0. Bosh. Good start. How you doing, Racecraft?
Good luck, mate.
Nice to see you,
can
mate.
do it.
Here we go, that's where the trouble starts. Radar's on, pick up all the action live. I'm only giving room to people, mate. No need to pump me straight in the old rear end, eh? Oh, go on, get round me. Oh, look, we're overtaking it. Bit of farming simulator. There we go. Here we go, simulating a, I don't know, feel like an apple cart. Right, well, instead of going up a few spaces, we managed to go down a couple. We've got a good start as well. Managed to stay on the track as well. Go on, mate, pull on. Oh, yeah, no. Fucking hell, mate. Honestly, it's like, you can't wait until the leagues do sort themselves out, because you find... Well, you see what you find. My mate, he's just had an off and then wants to blast me in the very next corner. Oh, I imagine he finishes 12th a lot. We've got 7 seconds to him. Go on, what's this guy going to do? Oh look, I've got a penalty now, have I? Oh my gosh. Come on in. That's right, penalty's done. Probably get another one for visiting the sand. Oh look, there he is. Go on, mate. Just go on, pull on. Oh, I'd like to just try and get a decent lap in. Oh, hello, mate. Right, can we get through Rouge without a penalty? That'd be nice. Yep. There's a little jolt of the steering wheel as the controller turns off. Coming back on now. Oh, just in time. Catching up. Let's try not to work the front tyres too hard. For once. traffic. Nope, 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 saved it. Kinda. Watch this for a penalty then, I imagine. Oh, hello, mate. Oh, look, penalty, look. Look, huge penalty for getting pushed out of the track. Absolutely mental. At least the penalty system got sorted. Sorry, let's turn traction control off then. Have TC off for a bit.
That's a back marker ahead, so it's not for position. We need a clean pass.
What's a freaking dim low? Catch people up like 8 times, they still wouldn't give you any room.
The back marker ahead is not for position. We need a clean pass.
Oh, that's close. Might go back on a smidge of that. Oh, probably not. up completely.
The back marker coming up is not for position. Get by as soon as you can. We don't want to lose any time.
Oh, hello. I've done track limits there. Nope, fair enough. Push that front tyre then a little bit. Oh, stay off that sand. No, 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 no. Oh, look. Ah, Monica. I looked at the chat screen then for a second. Gonna try too hard now.
This back marker in front isn't in contention, so pass them now.
Just a decent lap would be nice. Traction control off again. See how it is. How was that track limits, but beforehand it wasn't?
Back marker ahead is not racing for position.
You can like lose quite a lot of time with that traction control, I think.
Last lap, white flag. Stay focused and give it your best shot.
Should have stayed in that North Sliver race, I'd have had a win. How is that track limits? Controller's gone off again. Coming back. Oh, bit of sound tear. No, must do better. Bit no holes barred at the beginning though, wasn't it? Smashed around all on their steering felt a bit funny.
Back marker ahead is not racing for position.
Drift out of the last bend.
Ran it out to the end. Nice job. It's points on the board.
Oof, terrible, 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 terrible. Terrible. Hey Nazi, how you doing, mate? NZ, how you doing? Should have tried that on controller then, shouldn't I? Quick exit. We've got 10 minutes to an MX5. Let's see what an MX5 feels like on a controller quickly then. I'll just go for an MX5 on a controller quickly and see how it feels. Once we've got 10 minutes till the race starts. Keep an eye on the clock, 9 minutes. It does load quick, this game. Okay. So I'm going to turn the steering up a little bit. This won't make much difference, I imagine. Right, drive it as intended first. So do this on the controller quickly, see how it feels. That was a terrible race, wasn't it, Carrie?
Hammer down now.
I must admit, I haven't hated the feel of this on the control pad, to be fair. I just do enjoy the wheel. But also, I don't feel like you get... Look, there you go, that's the latency there in the turn. See if we can... see if that makes any difference on the... No. Yeah, I just found when I raced on the pad around Silverstone, I couldn't get that same angle as like around the turn, the same turning circle. I just could not achieve. But the brakes feel really good. Oh, bit of damage. Let's scrape the old sponsor off. This is an unforgiving track to test the pad on, but it's probably worth it. Not got long. What's pad sensitivity up do then?
Hammer down now.
I don't mind it somewhat because it makes it feel very technical in a sense on the pad, but I don't think you get the same reward. Because I don't think you can ultimately push a lap time as hard, to be honest. Or I haven't been able to. Let me know if you can. But I find the better, the more you stay at speed, as soon as you start going a bit too slow, around the corner, that's when it sort of starts to come unstuck a little bit. You kind of need to be chucking full lock at it. Oh, now our tracking's out. Yeah, I mean, I do think, especially on some tracks, I mean, Bathurst should probably trying a bit hard there. But we'll jump in on a rank lobby and we'll have a quick dash on the pad first and see how we get on. That's exactly what I'm saying. It is a little bit delayed. Like I don't mind it. It's one of them ones that you can get used to, and I've got used to it when I give it a little bit more time. but it's going to be hard against people. Kind of like the opposite to Forza. You know, like on Forza, if you get hit and you're on the pad, you can generally always control it. Whereas if you get bumped and you're on a wheel, it's a lot more harder. It's kind of like the opposite. Not this easy to control a bump on a wheel in this. Right, give me 2 seconds and I'll be back to jump in this race. 29 people. We're going to go in with a different paint job. There you go. Right, back in a moment. Yo. I think we'll get cheaters on here already, to be fair. We say about aliens and that as well, because, I mean, some of the times. Right, see if this works. Looks better. Suspension's not jumping around too much. Right. Right, just set up. I might give a quick go on the pad. Oh, come on. Sorry, just filling through the old settings boy. Toe, yeah.
All clear.
Not using the pit lane. It's like turning circle, just nowhere near as good. Definitely doable though. Well, for that first stint. It does require a little bit of dabble with the throttle. To be fair, you know, if you get the rotation right and you get up to speed. No, we've got a lap done. Let's see what we can do. 6 minutes, we'll try a lap on the pad. See if we can get it completed.
On the clock, mate. Full send this lap.
Don't have any contact then. Just pushing through with a pad, see how fast we can get.
Five minutes to the end.
Just can't quite get in on the corner the same way on the pad. But there's definitely a line to take. Probably just slightly different strategy. Because corners like that you can take nice and smooth. You can really brake late and it's a lot more controlled than it is on the wheel, I'd say, under braking. .38's on the pad. Like they're saying about like you don't get a wild back end. Oh, unlucky one, Kenobi. Right, that was the pad. Pad felt alright. I'll tell you what, pad felt good then. Go on the wheel now quickly.
Clear of the pits.
Oh, Herbsy Smoking's in here. How you doing, mate? See him, chat to him. So what, faster on pad, faster on wheel? Oh, tell you what, the behaviour is completely different. Well, I've got two chances.
Final minutes of the session. This lap is the checkered flag. Session's over.
One last chance. Be better than this, come on.
bad luck, mate. Some tough cars out there. We'll need a good game plan
What?
for the race.
37s? That was a 35s, if ever I saw it. What, did I get a track limit on that, did I? Did I get a cheeky track limit on that one, did I? Well, it's only worth one more spot. You coming on later, Racecraft, when you get back? You coming on? Yeah, go on, Carrie. You do that, mate. Alright. Let's see if the radar saves us. I'll say a little tip for the start. I know, so many changes, mate. Look, see the countdown top left corner. When that gets to 0, it's go, regardless. So, mate. Knew he'd want both sides of that bend. Get on the gas early. Yeah, why don't you move right over onto me, mate? Why don't you just carry on right over here? Oh. Oh, I have to let off a little bit then. But took himself off the line then though, didn't he? Oh, what? How is that? Strategically just stay off the throttle through here to try and lose the time around here. That's absolutely ridiculous. I'd love to know how I've got track limits in there. Oh, hello. Survived it. No, we didn't. No, we didn't. Yeah, we did. Come on. We're going to move on. Getting towards contention then, and we threw it away. Well, we got penalty, that sort of threw it away. Oh, we'll have that then. Perfect place to leave it, like, you know what I mean? How have we ended up in first, eh? We'll take that though. We're not there yet though. We'll take that.
We're coming up to a back marker. This guy was all over the place a few laps ago, so be careful getting past. Looking good out front, and the car in second isn't catching you. Stay consistent and keep the lead.
Doing alright. Wide.
You're catching a back marker. Stay alert and be careful. Halfway point. You're catching a back marker. Just be careful.
Getting to the business end now, almost there. I can afford to let that front left cool down a little bit now.
Back marker ahead.
Oh. One hand around there, trying to get the controller back on. We've got 135.8, not too bad.
Marker in front didn't look great in practice, so don't take any chances. Comfortable lead now. Second place car isn't gaining ground, so keep it up.
I'd like to try and get into them 34s, I must admit, at least. We're trying. Need to get later on the brakes and harder on that turn. Penalty. Oh yeah, there it is. What happened to you, Scully? Right, let's try and get a run out of here.
Careful with this back marker up ahead, they were well off the pace in practice.
Oh, well off the pace, this back marker. Oh, get one every lap.
You're still leading and faster than second. This is great pace.
Nope, that was slow. Might just save that one and float into that bend. Right, late and hard, late and hard. Didn't gain any extra time. Oh, overdrive those front wheels. Oh, look. One more lap to go. Interesting to see if we've got an improvement on the score. Right. Right, let's go. One last time.
Got a back marker ahead, try not to get tangled up. Final lap, white flag is out. Bring it home.
Haha, terrible. Terrible. Oh, good run out of there. It's definitely different lines to take, especially when you follow a straight like this, obviously. But you know, a deep line into that doesn't hurt you so much, as long as you don't lose that time in the entrance. I don't think I've got the potential for a 14 there. Whether we can get it all sewn up together. Drift around the last corner maybe. Maybe not. Thought we'd try it. You ain't ready to get rid of it. Slam it down the gears. Yeah, careful this guy.
The car behind isn't making any ground. Maintain your pace and keep leading.
Bosh, we'll have that. Up 7 places for a win. A lot of disqualifications there. Obviously, once I got up to pace, I just must have intimidated them all so much with my brute speed. Yeah, what race was running up next? I don't mind. I don't mind the fancy the 992s round Spielberg, to be fair. Come on, if you're new to the chat, how are you all? How's your Friday night? What's your sauce? What do you like racing? How much do you hate this game? How much do you love it? Right, let's see if we improved on points. I think we were sitting at about 39th in the league.
You are the race winner! Fantastic result, incredible drive.
Incredible. Thanks team. Thanks to everyone back at the Milton Keynes branch. Thanks for all the hard work you're doing. I'm glad to hear you're all working Christmas down with new aero package. Cheers, Kerry. Nice little win there. Pick that one up. Seemed to pick it up a bit easily, though, I'll be honest. Hey, but you know, you've got to be there for it to happen, haven't you? Luck is just opportunity and preparation meeting one another. I've got 8 minutes to the GTOs. I know you'd love that, wouldn't you? I haven't tried the GTOs since the update though. I mean, not that I don't like them, don't mind them. Oh, well, let's have a look. Let's have a look. What did we get? Did we improve on score? I think we were 52 and 48, weren't we, before? 52 and 48. What do we get? What do we get? Oh, 62. Oh. 62. Go on, we'll take that. Oh, there's Geronimo in 24th. Me just behind with a 27. If I can pick up another 10 points, well, let me 1 point off him. Not too bad, nice little score there. Yeah, you love the GTOs, you can't lie. I do like the cars. Like the Audi. Like the 300ZX. You fancy GT3s round Sao Paulo. One person's going in for 20 laps round Mount Panorama. Oh, we've got some new libraries. Oh, look. Surprised no one's on the MX5 yet, to be honest. Obviously weren't allowed to have a martini on that one. Nice paint job though. Has any challenges changed in the factory driver program? Nope. Yeah, the new libraries do look good, I thought. Thought some of them do look good. I need to jump on. I might have a little go on Saturday, you know. I might jump on and see if I can make a track or a library. I'll make an MX5 FG5 library. Oh, look. Fetching stats. Oh, very hard work. What's round Donington then? 1:03. It's short Donington then, is it? Yeah, love a golf porker. Still haven't got mine back yet. Looks like that's going to be January now. I've driven it for about 5 months. Right, let's have a quick. Well, let's give it a go.
You're clear.
Woohoo! To be fair, it's got quite good traction. Don't really want to wheel spin too much in second. Oh, did in third then though. She's a wild one. Right. She's a little bit fruity. we'll get the hang of it. It's that rear hot tyre that's caught us out then. Just need it to cool down really. Track limits. It's one of them bends you can really roll into. You don't need to really brake for that one too much. Track limits, come on. Still on the curb. Whoa, 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 whoa. See if we can do a little something to it. Quick go.
Hammer down now.
Right, see if we can get better than a 105. Right, no track limits that time. last bit to do, come on. Oh, it's tough. How you doing, mate? Yeah, sorry, Gav, I'll happily load my settings. I'll happily show you them, mate. No problemo. I'll share all my settings and that. I'll share all my tips. Ask any questions. I'll tell you what I know. Most of my knowledge is just from generally real cars, to be honest. I generally try and put a real bit of effort into it. So all I've done at the moment is reduce the camber, give myself a bit of more of a flat spot area on the tyre, stop the inside from eating up so much, increase the caster angle, because then that'll produce the camber you want when you're actually into a corner. As caster will sort of multiply your camber, not multiply, but it'll increase the range. It's to do with the rake angle of the steering wheel. Oh, the other settings were here. The other settings are out of the box. I think the game's going to be good. I love the game, to be honest. I do really like the game. I mean, we'll see where 104 got us on the... did we qualify over 104? Is that a job done? 103. Oh, what? 103 is number one. Oh, hang on a minute. 103 is number one. There's only a second off. Alright, fair enough. So, right, setting-wise, I've got out-of-the-box settings for the steering wheel. What I do generally is I increase the steering rate. Since the update, I've gone up 2 more clicks on 1.7. I increase the stiffness to 10, steering damper down to 1. I'm only on Logitech G920. The strength I'll always put up to 152. Alignment boost always down to -50, as I don't want the computer doing my alignment. I want to do my alignment. You know, so if the steering wheel gets a bit snatchy, you've just got to work at it, give it the right amount of flick, and you'll catch it a lot of the time. Friction up a little bit, and then the frequencies, like for low, mid and high, are generally to do with impacts against cars, curbs, things like that, so off-road. So just increase the feel by doing that. Suspension wise, all I've done is I've just done my slow bump and slow rebound, and rule of thumb on most things generally on setting up in real life is to be 50% greater on your rebound than your bump, thereabouts. So if you were 2 on the bump, you'd be 3 on the rebound. If you were 4 on the bump, you'd be 6 on the rebound. If you were 6 on the bump, you'd be 9 on the rebound, and so on. So that's how I do it. You can fiddle around with it independently. Bump stop length, I just reduce a little bit. Camber, like I say, I reduce a little bit. Then the toe in, I like to generally have either a little bit of actual toe in. I try and keep it below a whole number, because that's quite a... I mean, on the MX-5 it's up there somewhere, but generally on the cars I try and keep it just a little bit of toe in, and on the rear I will try and have toe out, but I won't have toe out if it's like goes to -0.9, because that's going to make it a little bit trickier to control. But a little bit of toe out on a corner will make the car drive itself around a corner, kind of like an Arctic lorry with rear wheel steer. Front wheels will turn in, rear wheel steers will turn out, and it will sort of point itself around the corner with minimal effort. The only thing you have to watch out for is tighter bends with sausage curbs and things like that. Now the sliding can be tuned. You see I slid it, I tuned it there with very little bit of setup, to be honest. Sorry, I just saw your comment there. Neoroid, if that's how you say it, mate. Thanks for joining. But yeah, so yeah, I generally would like to have a bit of toe out. Now you can create a little bit of toe out here by doing the ride height. If you increase the ride height, it will increase the toe towards out. If you reduce the ride height, it will increase the toe towards in. So you can give yourself a higher ride height, and you will get a little bit of toe in. But to be fair, it didn't feel too bad there. And then you can also, obviously, if you want a little bit of extra rotation, stiffening the rear roll bar will give you rotation. Stiffening the front will give you more or less rotation. But it is a balance to how hard you can pitch the car in. So if your roll bars are too hard and you're pitching quite fast with the steering wheel, you're likely to invoke a slide, because it's all about the time it takes for the input from your steering to impact with the tyre grip on the tarmac, right? Because that's the only thing you've got. So if you load it up too fast, the tyre won't be able to react quick enough, and it will go into a slide quicker. You know, sometimes in your boy racer days, if you upgraded your say you put an anti-roll bar on the car, sometimes you've then found the car would start hitting the tyres because the roll was put towards a different manner, and then you have to change your suspension. But yeah, so if you increase the roll bars on the rear, you will get more rotation. And basically, if your rears are harder than your fronts, you'll get lots of rotation. If your softs are harder than the rears, you'll get more control. And it's a balance between what car you're in and how it drives, and how the game perceives the information. How you doing, OG Racing? How you doing, Alex? So I do find the camber angles to be set extreme in the game. That's why I drop them. I find that's why straight away your inside tyre heats up. You could probably drop them even further and cure that if you're still getting inside heat. Obviously it does come from an aggressive turning as well, like if you're having to snatch it to get it to go in a bit quicker, which, to be fair, Project Cars 2 was one of them games that you kind of had to drive a bit like that too as well, to be fair. You had to sometimes really throw it in to get the entrance, but for that you generally need warm tyres and a good setup, so it doesn't just throw the rear end out. But that's what we did there. And then drivetrain wise, I mean, if there's any other questions, feel free to ask. Drivetrain wise, I generally put the brake bias up to 67.5 on the front, because the rears, even if you go to like, the rears are quite sensitive. If you start going to 60% and 40%, I do find the rears are sensitive to lock up. So if you're going to go late on the brakes and be already on the way in and still not trail braking and braking a bit hard, if the rears lock, it will send you. And once your rear tyres get hot, it really compromises. Whereas if you overload the front brakes, it's generally just your fronts that overheat, and you can live another corner, because once them rears overheat, it's hard to get the temperature back down. Brake pressure I put up to 120. I mean, with the ABS off, you can modulate that yourself how you feel, but in the MX-5 where you've got ABS on, if you feel the difference between 120 and 100%, it's a massive difference. So your base is 1.5 front and 0.75 rear. Yeah, so I've got my metric, or imperial should I say, I think. So mine will say, yeah, minus 3.5 degrees, and I'm minus. So you've dropped even further than me. You're minus 1.5 and 7.5. No, so that's, yeah, that's a good camber. What you might want to try doing then is putting your offset up to plus 3 degrees, and that way you'll get a little bit of extra camber as you turn in. You can see here, look, if I set the caster down, it will reduce my camber, right? Not necessarily by a lot, but trust me, if you go into the high realms, like minus 3, it allows me to go, what does it allow me to go up to? 4.3, right? Now if I go to plus 3 and change the ride height right down, your camber can then go right up to 5.61. Yeah, so everything has an impact. And then one of the other things you do want to look at doing when you are racing as well is, once you've done your setup, you have to do the suspension and everything first, right? Once you've got your setup and you've got it done, and you go out and you feel happy in it and you qualify, say, yeah, so yours was just running a lot lower than mine, OG, wasn't it? I was just thinking 1.5 was a lot lower than what I was used to looking at, but no, that's interesting, like, because I'd quite happily go lower, because I'm still finding the inside shoulder is heating up. But yeah, like I say, if you put the caster offset, that'll increase your camber as you turn in. It's to do with, like I say, the steering rake angle towards the axle. So the more the angle is, I'm pretty sure that it's basically a lower stance of angle will increase a camber rotation by the way that the steering rack turns the. It's like a kind of like an Ackerman effect, if you know what I mean. There's an extra effect added through having the steering rack hooked up at an angle. If you can picture it in your mind, the more vertical it would be, the more of a toe effect it'll have on the steer. The more horizontal it would be, the more of a camber effect it'll have on the wheel. So yeah, but then once you finish, you go and do a lap. If you then come into essentials, it will tell you what your tyre pressures were after qualifying, but you have to do it before qualifying ends. Once you return to the pit, have a look, and then it will tell you if the front left's 1 psi up, then drop it by a psi. But what you'll have to do is, if you go into tyres, once you're in tyres afterwards, you push X and it takes it to symmetrical, and then you can change one. You can change them both at the time. I've already got mine changed. Go to asymmetrical, sorry, and then you can change them. Or no, it is symmetrical. Get myself confused here. It says the opposite one. Yeah, so and then you can drop one tyre at a time. So if you want to drop 1 psi, you drop it down to there, and that would even your balance back out. But yeah, let's see if we can get higher up that leaderboard quickly then.
All clear.
It'd be nice to get into the 103s, wouldn't it? Get some heat into them fronts. I mean, you got to think this is a lively car as well, to be fair, so don't think it's all bad handling on the game's part. I am pushing it pretty hard. Need that rear to cool down a little bit. We've got no traction control, no ABS either in this car. See that one, it's one of them corners that you feel like, I swear there's no time to be had going into that corner and braking late. You lay off a little bit early, roll into it, you need minimal brake and you can really get on the gas and drive through it. Sometimes you want to get your braking done in a higher gear as well, not slam them down. Alright, let's see if we can do a lap. Lay off. Little squeeze of the brakes, gentle in, on the gas, out, 2.3 up. Trying to get on the gas as early as I can. braking 6th, 5th, 4th, 3rd. No, Monica! Right. Need new tyres now. I reckon I could get that time though when I was pretty close. Was I still on the right tyres? Yep.
Clear of the pits.
Right, let me just have another go at this. I'll have a look at the chat 2 seconds. Can't we want this? I know, we're on a 106 there, we need to piss that time then. It was on a 104 when we were before. So sometimes you're better off leaving it in high gear until you want to get on the power, and you get a lot smoother entrance to the corner than crashing down the gears. Braking isn't much worse because you can be far more controlled. Track limits, I'm not having it. You've got to be careful not to give it too much steering when you're fighting it, just enough. Like that. Whee! Just like that. Leave it in 4th. Get in nice and smooth, down to 3rd, on the gas. A little bit of slide, use it for rotation. We get into 6th just before we brake. 5th, 4th, 3rd. Come on. Ride the slide. A little bit late on the brakes there, but just held it with a quick upshift. Come on. Well, 1037. Push. Remember that. She's a beast. How did we get on? How did we get on? Best lap was 103. Surely that just said 103. Did I read myself wrong? What? I see 103, I'm sure I did. That's good though, definitely room for improvement, but whew, she's a good drive. I think you can go back and retry it whenever you like anyway, can't you? That was a good ride though. Yeah, I think the dev's been well on the ball with it. Well on the ball with it, mate. To be fair, that felt quite nice once I dialed that in a little bit. I didn't do too much to it either. Sometimes some of the settings you do look like you're going to give it extra rotation, but it's because you give it better rotation. Like some of the time, a lot of the tunes that you start with standard have got like negative toe on the rear, which means like it'll give you control, but it'll also give you tyre wear, and you'll have to work the car a lot harder to get rotation out of it, which will make the limits become finite anyway, and you'll have to push really hard. The limits are always finite, to be fair, but I prefer to have the car doing more with less. What have we got? What have we got going down? We've got GTs again. Didn't fare too well in that one last time. Picked up 31 points. MX5, we're happy with the improvement on that. 18 starts, 1 win. I'm not having it, but more wins than that. Got 3 wins up in the corner, see? But that saline felt good. The speed people having them GTs around there is a bit tougher, isn't it? We can always check what the AI are like. Has anyone had a look at trying to make a livery or a car or a track? Has anyone had a look? I did have the links for the applications. I think they are on the PMR site. Has anyone tried any of the endurance hall challenges? It doesn't look like anyone's tried them. Oh, 88 minutes. That's like on par with 6 laps of the TT, that is. Didn't mind that challenge. I wonder if there's any we can... We haven't driven the Porsche yet either. Right, first things first, change all the time, every time. This is what we do with every single car. This is how we start. Don't generally find I have to change too much with this. Feel free to copy and paste it. Just remember it's my IP though, so whenever you use it, you've got to put £1 into a charity pot somewhere. Right. So bump stops low, It's a strange one, isn't it? It's a strange one where the cars all have different bump stops. Like, don't get me wrong, I know they're kind of different, but they're all race cars. You're not going to be that soft on a Porsche and that tough on a GT3. Like in regards to this their GT1 car, I imagine at the pace this travels at, the fast bump's going to want to be more severe, because fast bumps more for your curbs and things like that. Slow bumps are more for your undulations and things like that. Let's see what we can do. I'm going to increase that. No, look, 7's as high as it goes. Alright, fair enough. They've got different numbers for different cars, so that makes more sense then. So if 7's the highest number, or 6 is the highest on the rebound. How strange. We'll even it out a bit. What does the camera go to? 2.5. We'll go 2 then. We'll have a bit of toe in. Oh, ride height, let's drop the nose. Can't use any casters, so we'll increase the camber a little bit. Bit of negative toe, so toe out. Well, it won't give us any, not yet anyway. I don't think we're going to get any. Nope. God, look at the understeer it's dialed in. See how crazy it is at 50-50 then. Brakes up, preload up, just get the power down earlier, clutches up will give you a bit more control out of a corner, power ramp angle up, give you a bit more of a better fuel curve. Oh, I don't know, I'll have a look in a second.
Hammer down now.
Well, this feels quite good. I say that, I haven't cornered yet. I sat in one of these cars at the Birmingham Road Show in about 1990, no, probably about 2000, I think it was, something like that. I got kicked out of the Porsche stand for it. I couldn't help myself though, I was sitting there with the door open. Alright, it was on the stand, it was behind the ribbon, but it didn't stop me. Still feels like there's a bit of dampening to the steering on this, to be honest. The extra rotation doesn't feel bad. Feels like there's a slight delay from my inputs, even with the wheel, to then the car catching up. Still feels smooth, but feels like you've got to be smoother with it. You can really feel the difference between braking uphill and downhill, which I know should make sense, but it does feel very much longer going downhill, very much easier to lock up. Look there, it's just a little bit of a delay, almost like I'm on the controller. The sailing felt better, must admit. It's just got a different way you've got to drive it, really. Look, you're getting smooth because it will want to send that back round. That's probably the roll bars, but I thought I'd try a bit more speed through there, but it wasn't going to work. Well, we definitely done better at Donington, didn't we? How you doing, Timo? What are you racing? Picked up a win earlier, got 62 points. Just behind you on the league now. Just need another 62 pointer. Felt good, still felt a little bit understeered. Felt like it could get nice steering, but felt like you could overdrive it quickly. Oh yeah, Tim, you remember it, didn't you? It was funny, wasn't it? Yeah, Timo was there when we sat in this car. It was funny. You could smell the race fuel in it. Oh, best lap 104.7 again. Oh, we'll take that then. Yeah, we'll take that. 104.7 it reckons. See, I done a 103 in the other one. It gave me 104.7. That's rubbish. It was 103.7, wasn't I? All day, every day. So which one was that? By track. Oh, then where's me 107? What have you been up to, Timo? You been out? No, that's right, mate. Not many people can. It was good fun that day. It was good fun. Yeah, I don't mind. You can check out the custom lobbies if you want. See what's going. Getting a bit peckish. Northampton in a GT4. Could be fun. If anyone fancies it. We've got Dave and Gaz in here already. Whee. Don't know. But hey, maybe they're watching. might do this race quickly. We've got 5 minutes practice, 10 minutes qualifying. It's a long race, isn't it? I want to do one quick race, and I am going to jump off. I'm going to come back on. I've just got to go and do a daily daycare duties, and then I'll be back. Let's see if we can't get a quick race then. Remember, we have 4 minutes of the MX-5s. Do the MX-5s again. Alright, let's go. If you want to do that one, whichever one you want, you let me know. I know I'm a little bit delayed here. We've got Mazda's round Spa. Someone's going for 5 laps. Oof. Morgan Aero round Short Nürburgring. 3 people. Yeah, the fuel smelled good, didn't it, Tim? It's funny, that was. It was funny. We went up there in your Peugeot, didn't we? The old 205 GTI. Oh, she's a beast. She was a beast. Alright, let's do MX-5 then. Jumping in, Tim. Which one? MX-5 trophy ranked. I think it'll be busier. 3 minutes. Let's do it. We'll do this one, and then I'm going to jump off for like half an hour, and then I'll be back on. Yeah, Timo had the, yeah, that's right, it was. We done some journeys in that car though, didn't we? At one point I had the black one, you had the red one, didn't we? Yeah, where are we? There's Timo, ranked 24. And there's me at 27. What's the most amount of points anyone's had in a league round? 62 is mine most so far. We've got 7 overtakes and a win. Or up 7 places and a win. Yeah, we did. We did. Hopefully we're breaking in at a time when the fastest lap is 1:38. That'd be nice. Four seconds. We're in. Yeah, I remember that GSI. Yeah, it's funny. Overtaking it off the slip road and then round a roundabout. Funny days, weren't they? Young, dumb, and full of, you know what's it. Right, let's get our racing shoes on. Stick the racing gloves on. Let's go racing. I do like this mid-Ohio with the chicane. Brilliant little course. I like it without chicane as well, but like they've got the chicane on Forza but don't use it. It's another mystery one, isn't it? Right, everyone's out of there. See if we can go full retard on the height. Alright, let's go.
Clear of the pits.
It's going to probably be quite oversteery, but we'll see how bad or good it is. Yep, she's got some power. Well, not power, she's got some oversteer. It's something about dropping that nose and increasing that rear height that makes you gain speed a lot quicker. Oh, hello. Hello. Oh look, test this patch of grass here and the quick sand. Yep, lovely, lovely. Feels alright to be fair. Still feels good enough.
Lap timing started. Every second matters.
Trying to look at the roll bars at the same time. roll bars make it even worse. Feels alright.
Final 5 minutes.
Right, let's see if we can get a lap then. Come on mate, let us pass, yeah. You know, just come out the bloody pits. It's just not bad. I had to pump him in the backside, I'm afraid. It's just stupid. You just come out of the pit, someone's on a fast lap, get that out of the way, yeah. Come on, mate. Let's not play around, yeah. It's just driving etiquette, isn't it? You know what I mean? If I came out of the pits then and he was catching me, I'd just pull straight over, let him have that next corner. I wish there was a way of verbally telling him, but I'm afraid the only way is to physically tell him. Maybe you'll grasp it, maybe you won't. Well, I need to get a move on. Come on then. I've got a few into the 34s now, we're not one of them. Oh, missed that one a little bit.
Session ends in 1 minute.
Went deep in then, fast out. Overall, about the same sort of time. Oh. we're not going to get another lap.
Checkered flag this lap. Wrap it up.
Wrapping it up. We definitely were into the 35s then, but hey ho. Right, just 2 seconds before this race starts, so back in a second.
We can try and get some balance for the race, the long distance, but I really hope qualifying will go better for us.
Right, let's see what we can do. Doesn't look like we're in 14th, but hey, we'll take that. Yeah, them old red top Vauxhall engines are bulletproof, weren't they? Good engines. Oh, shit. Fucking hell, now we're going to be... There we go. Might as well give ourselves some fun to do, eh? Let's go racing then. The steering wheel, where we spun off onto the dirt, my steering wheel was the in an unfamiliar direction. Come on, mate, you have that side then. How's that track pilot? Track pilot was there. Oh, good man. Sorry, I was looking at the name. Sorry, mate. Who's that there? Oh, I don't know Silent Hour. Don't know him. I know track pilot. How you doing, John? Didn't realise that was you there, mate. You still enjoying it? I'm terrible. I don't look at names of who I'm racing up against. I just do what I do. we go, see if we can navigate this. Scally's in the middle of this pack here. I had to lay off the power there. I wasn't going to do that to you, man. We get one off out of here. Here we go. Come on. Close the windows, shut the roof. Going for it. Oh no, he's hooked up on the grass. He's gone, he's gone. We've got the run out of the bend. Is he going to give us a side? Is he going to give himself a pit manoeuvre? No, we're not getting him yet. Come on, mate. I am there, you know, there's a radar. Yeah. The difference is, mate, I've got the skills to control it. I wasn't racing him anyway. You can see he'd gone out onto the racing line, so what I'd done was broke deep on the inside, held the inside, he just wants all the racetrack to himself. You know, if you're going to defend aggressively, well, it's not always going to end too well. Right, let's see if we can catch some people up now. What are we? 7 seconds off. Still 7 seconds off. This is why it's trying to tear the tread off the front tyres. It's still 7 seconds off. In fact, it's 7.4 seconds off.
This back marker in front isn't in contention, so pass them now.
7.1. It's coming down now. Let's go. See, I feel like to get the right amount of turn, I really have to oversteer them tyres. Not on every bend. Most of them. Down to 5 seconds, we are catching him. Two of them.
Back marker up ahead is not for position. Get by as quick as you can. Don't lose any time.
That's definitely a better line through there, to be fair.
Heads up, you're not racing the back marker in front, just get past quickly.
Reining them in. Oh, and cutting the grass for the gardener. Oh, we lost a bit there. Try to chuck it in too hard. Get it back here, look, ready? Right, on the gas, nice and early, come on.
The back marker ahead is not racing for position. Halfway point.
Come on.
Try not to push so hard in the corners, your
Overdrive.
tyres are getting too hot.
Yeah, I try not to look at the tyre temperature. That way they don't get too hot. In my mind.
Heads up, you're not racing the back marker in front, just get past quickly.
Pushing hard. Come on, get in. No, I'm driving like we stole it.
We need a clean pass.
Yeah, we'll hold that.
It's not worth pushing so hard.
I know it's not. It's tempting though. I'm trying to come out, the screen's gone off. Now my controller's gone off. Let's get that back on, one-handed. Here it comes. Alright, let's go.
The back marker is not in our race. Make a quick pass and get on with it.
Killed our speed then. Wow. You know, he's still bleeding time, but we're catching him. Two laps to go, got to do it, come on. I think it's a strong corner for us.
Back marker coming up is not for position. Get by as soon as you can. We don't want to lose any time.
Come on. deep. Salvage it back here. And here. Oh, drive it. Is he going to hold us off? I'm leaning out of my seat. Come on. One last shot.
The back marker is not in our race. Make a quick pass and get on with it.
Here we go. Come on.
It's the last lap. Push as hard as you can. Make the most of it.
Oh. No. Threw it away. Come on. Come on. I'm trying to throw everything at him, just losing time.
This back marker isn't in contention, so pass them now.
That was a good fight back through the pack.
Quarter entry and the exit, mate.
It was a good fight back through the pack. I mean, see, we went to the back and we still ended up +1 place. It wasn't too bad, was it? It wasn't too bad at all. Right, on that bombshell, I'm going to jump off for a little while. I'll be back on in probably about, let's say about an hour, and I'll be back on, hopefully. I've just got to go and, as long as all goes well. Otherwise, I will be back on at some point. Just have to go and do my daddy daycare duties. So, take care, guys. I'll be back on in a little while. See you soon.
Checkered flag,
I'll be up to
mate,
watch the
it's over.
boxing.
We knew it'd be tough out there.
And I might even have a little watch along if anyone wants to join in. So yeah, pop back in about an hour. Hopefully I'll be on around that time, and I'll see you soon. Take care, guys. See you in the next one.